Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Gig economy. Robert Reese. News channel. Gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. 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 Hey. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hey. Gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Sit back, relax, and listen. Come on. Get these hot facts. K-Reese 007 for hot facts with Robert Reese. Thank you for tuning in. Hot facts, hot facts.
All right, let me get this. Let me get this. Let me hit that. Is it muted? Is it muted? Is it muted? Is it not? Is it not? There. Think I'm A-OK there. Let me hit this. I want to welcome everyone to Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Okay. As you see right there, we're talking about Glitchgate, what happened yesterday on Pedro DoorDash Santiago's live. This is going to be a very, very great live. As you see in the thumbnail, I got everyone that was supposed to be up there. Okay. I even got UDM's picture up there. I got Jeff Thomas Black, his pictures on the bottom. You see that next to the two DoorDash bags there. Okay. I even got Real Talk with Roy up there. I got Welty up there and Dasher Benz up there also because they did click in. A couple other people clicked in. I didn't have room, but I didn't want to put them up there anyway, and I'll get into all of that. For those of you who do not know, okay, for those of you who do not know, my name is Robert Reese. I am the host of Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Hot Facts is everything that I do when it comes to this gig world. I say gig world, you know, for glitch and gig. So hope you got that a little bit. But let me take that down. As you see right there, Hot Facts with Robert Reese, the official news channel of the gig economy. If you guys are using StreamYard, I want you guys to know that all you got to do when you're going ahead and putting up your title and you want people to click in, you can also put a heading there. So that works out so perfect. Hot Facts with Robert Reese, the official news channel, okay, of the gig economy. I'm going to get into every single person up there about this. The major thing is that we're going to be getting into, you're going to see how the videos I put up about how you use the glitch, and I put up, you know, the money side, and it broke down. I gave Thomas yesterday or the day before, Thomas Schubeck, I told him that they're going to ask for receipts and everything. He did not think that he needed to know anything about that. He didn't think it was going to go that way. I told him, I know Pedro. I was Pedro's largest nemesis for about 10 months. I'm the person that outworked him. I'm the person that called all the BS out. And what I will do, though, since this is the news channel, I'm going to give some respect and some props on what he did yesterday also, because I knew he was going to do it because I know Pedro. And I was trying to give them a heads up. Some people thought that they had it all together in their hands, and it went not the way it was supposed to go. When Pedro did what I said he was going to do, they should have asked some specific questions in order to get this thing going. That did not happen. So right now we're going to start off with the Glitchgate, okay? And we're going to start off with this part right here. Thanks to Thomas Schubeck, going on every single day and showing people how to actually use the glitch. Okay, I put it up there. I let people know how you use the glitch, and I put it there. I then did a video, and I said that the title of the video is DoorDash Glitch 2023: How to make the most money off of every day, every month, every week, every month on to the year, and so on. Now, I let them know that there is absolutely no proof. I said there's absolutely no proof for you to see who is actually using the glitch. I said in that video, you don't know who is using it, okay, and how many times they are using it in a day. I said that. The reason is you cannot prove it because when they use the glitch, there is no way for the glitch or the app to show you what order you use the glitch on to make the money. There is no way to do that. There is no way to do that at all, okay? No way. And I'll explain what I mean because Rideshare Hustler, I got to give him respect. He watched my video and he brought up that there is no way to prove it. And he finally realized that that was the angle that Pedro was going to use once he started pulling out the receipts. He said, you can't prove it. Yeah, you can't prove it, but you got to know why you can't prove it. You just can't say it. That's why when Pedro called all these names out, he didn't call out hot facts. And here's the reason why. I gave up why it's bad for the economy. I also gave inputs on side A, and then I defended the other side on why you cannot prove. I would have been someone up there to debunk the whole thing, but he had to get up there to try to prove himself. So if I was up there and I clicked the link, it would have made it all go backwards because I would have shut it all down. I have done that before. This is hot facts. I shuts it down. Okay, I shuts it down. Before we get into what I'm going to get into, Pedro, you did something that I don't like. Uber Jeep AZ did a live. He had like 100 people in there during his live. He has a very strong following. He does his thing. He is one of the best in the gig world. Okay, he is. He said exactly why he is not going to go on there and gave his reasons. You did not watch that and say, well, Uber Jeep AZ people, I watched his video. He said he's not coming up for this reason. Give the person the respect because he still went and said. Jeff Thomas Black did the exact same thing. He did a live and a video and said why he is not going up there. Torp said he was not going to go up there in the video because he knows how he is. And as you see, you invited Torp, Pedro, knowing that this is his personality. This is what he does. You've seen him on my lives. You know he is hot. And you invited him on and then kicked him off when you did not want that on there. Well, you can't look at something and then buy it, use it, and then take it back and say, I just don't want it. You opened up the pack first. You watched the package. You watched how he does his thing, his advertising. You then invited him in, and then you were upset on how he was acting. You cannot get mad at someone for doing what they do. That's why you brought him on. Guarantee the 800 people that were in yesterday, they were in there and they were looking for Torp. Now, I got one bone to pick. Rideshare Rodeo was putting me in timeout after every comment I made. Okay. And I have it screen recorded. I will be putting up the shorts so you guys can actually see. And when I made a comment, he would say, yeah, you're a liar and trash and all that stuff. And after I would just put LOL and I will go into timeout. Rideshare Rodeo was doing that even after Pedro said, everyone, let it all go in the chats, because he told Thomas Black, Thomas Schubeck, he said in the chats, he said, we're not going to make fun of you up here. I don't know what's going to go on in the chats. People let everything go in the chats, and they were putting people in timeout. They put Welty in timeout. He showed it on his live this morning. This is why everyone does not need a wrench to be a moderator. If a moderator cannot respect the host of the show and you're not going by the same rules as he is, you should not be a moderator, no matter how you feel. When you are having a discussion in a debate, you don't have to like one person at all in order for you to be respected and for you to be heard. Now, Pedro said anything goes in the chats. So for people to be putting people in timeout in the chats, even after he said that, shame on you. When Mr. Flex was spamming the chat, I put, Flex, you don't spam the chat. Quit spamming the chat. They told me, shut up, Reese. I said he's spamming the chat. I was put in timeout for saying you don't spam the chat. I said moderators do not spam the chat. I got put in timeout for saying moderators do not spam the chat. They put me in timeout for that. Okay? Pedro, you got to check your moderators. You got a bunch of people who are haters, and they're only up there to not real stuff, to let real talk get up in there. Now, Bobby Walker, this right here, I ain't even dealing with that. I'm getting on with my show. Somebody else can go ahead and do their thing. Yeah, Bobby Walker said Flex was overkill. He was overkill, man, and he kept putting it in big bold letters, doing everything. Now, all right, now we got all that said and done. I want to start off with, first of all, how I said that there is no way to prove. Now, Thomas Schubeck said, I want to go ahead and do, and he had a list of what he wanted to do. He wanted to go last. Okay, so they put it on Rideshare Hustler first. Rideshare Hustler, okay, people, made some very important points. I'm going to bring out some right here. He was talking about using the glitch and everything, and he told Pedro that I learned about, how to use Para from you. I watched that video also. Pedro said, I've never promoted Para and everything else like that. Rideshare Hustler said, yeah, but you spoke about it. Now, even though Pedro said he did not promote Para, he spoke about Para. At the first GigCon, Para was up there to speak about transparency and everything that they are doing. If you are not promoting, then they shouldn't have been there in the first GigCon. That was your guys' first mistake, trying to get up there and debate with Pedro. He knows you guys are not going to think about this stuff. That's why HotFacts is in his own league. He knew that. I would have already said that off the jump, right when he said that. Now, here's the second mistake you made, Rideshare Hustler. When Pedro said, oh, when you said, well, Pedro, here's the video. Pedro said I was competing against Para. He was saying that he was trying to see if his judgment was the same. But check this out. If he's trying to see if his judgment is the same, he has to use Para on that same delivery. He kept saying, Para says it's going to be this, mine said this, but he still used Para for the order. So you did promote Para. That was your second mistake, Rideshare Hustler, on not bringing that up to make him backtrack. You guys got to learn from HotFacts how to do this stuff, people. This is discussion and debate. Discussion and debate. That was your second mistake. Your good thing was you said, Pedro, you at least mentioned it. Now, you asked him, why did you not mention anything about the glitch? Okay. Yes. Now, let me see. Did that. Okay. All right. Now, here is when Rideshare Hustler said you spoke about it. And here's when Thomas Schubeck had a interjection there. Thomas Schubeck said this. He asked Pedro, when did you know of the glitch? Not the first glitch. He said, when did you know of the glitch? Pedro went to his paper and had it written down. and he told you May 8th or something like that, right? So he said May 8th or something else like that. You asked him, who told you? Pedro said, two people. This is how people, I do news. I analyze in order for me to do this reaction here. Okay. Pedro said two people told him. Now, if you guys were thinking about a multi-level marketing scheme in business here, two people told Pedro. Normally, it's one person and it branches out to three, right? So two people told Pedro, right? Bam. He said, I'm not going to give up their names. Okay. The next one went into this part right here. Pedro said he did not tell any subscribers, but in his own video on the live last night, he said he told four people. Okay. So two people went to four. Pedro's MLM, instead of getting three, he expanded it out. Pedro told four people. We don't know if any of those four people have loose lips and sunk ships. We don't know that at all. And he was not giving those people up. But the question you could have asked him was, from the four people, and they put me on timeout for saying this. I said, Pedro said he told four people. From the four people, okay, that Pedro told about the glitch, you guys did not ask, or do any of them have a channel? That should have been the first thing I would have asked. Now, if any of them had a channel, guarantee, and this is what he said, I did not give it to subscribers. I gave it to my friends. Okay. So if any of the subscribers are his friends, he gave it to his friends who are subscribers. And if they have channels, you guys did not bring any of this up. This is where the argument and the debate should have went from there, because now you guys start talking about the money. Pedro was showing I made $800 doing this and that. He also went into him doing, the Instacarts and whatever else that he's doing, right? This is where the argument should have went. Now, Rideshare Hustlers stay quiet for most of this. Torp hopped in with a little bit of talk to go in with this, but nothing about what anyone said was going on this. This is how you were supposed to handle Pedro. Okay? This is how you were supposed to handle Pedro DoorDash Santiago. When he start pulling up, look, I made $800 and everything else like this. You got to go back to my video that I put up. People, you got to go to the video that I put up. I put up how to make money, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Now, Rideshare Hustler, which you should have did, this was your third mistake that got you. What's up, the DoorDash Revolution? This is your third mistake you made, Rideshare Hustler. I'm going to give it to you right now. When you brought up Para, and Pedro said, well, the driver utility helper. This is when you leave Para alone, because we already know that he had them in the first GitCon, and he used it to go and compete with it during that whole video. So now you mosey on over to what I told you guys in my video, how you use it, and this is how you make the money. That's why I put $1 on the glitch now. So you can go ahead and get it right here. Here's what it is. If you use the glitch, how Thomas Schubeck is showing you guys how to use the glitch, and he's just doing it every day to make his acceptance rate go up. If you use the glitch, right, and you go and program, you go ahead and program while you're trying to get that email to let them know that you missed the delivery, you turn on the driver utility helper, Rideshare Hustler. This is one of your major mistakes. This is what puts you in the coffin here. When you go into the driver utility helper, you can put in what orders you want to get, and it's going to give that order to you when it pops up in the screen. Once the glitch says that you missed it, you went ahead and turn it on. Now the only order you're going to cherry pick for is the one that you have the driver utility helper on to use. However much that order is how much you made on using the glitch. Now, there is no way for that to be proven, but you had to bring up that Rideshare Hustler, and you did not. This would have made Pedro go back, and then it'll make him speak and open his mouth. Then you can try to figure out who he told on the four people and how it leaked out. Now, UDM made a good point. He said, man, he got something, and it's supposed to be the bro code. When I was telling you guys, me and the DoorDash Revolution were debating with these guys, and we went into spamming phones and airplane signals and jamming. We went into all that, leading you guys up to speaking under code to let you guys know that they are using other things to get the orders. And I was bringing them actual news clips and footage of other things going on to let you guys know that when I debate with these dudes, I'm debating with them with the unwritten code, like UDM said, the bro code. That's why they have a tough time with Hot Facts with Robert Reese. I know what they're talking about, and I know how to go ahead and speak about it. Now, what I do, my ratings are what they are. I accept just about every single thing, except I'm doing a new experiment on Walmart Spark. I've had the highest of the high there, and I'm cherry picking orders there now. And I'm getting them all just like that because the drivers here don't want to go ahead and do some stuff. UDM brought up just a bro code on how you don't let things go out like that, which is why we kept things like this under wraps, because when it gets into the all the way wrong hands, it's gonna get all the way weird, and then it's gonna go nuts. Rideshare Rodeo said I was a liar. Hannibal was hungry, he tried to get up there and say some stuff, but when Rideshare Rodeo did his video, he said exactly the same thing I said, and Hannibal piggybacked off of me. Liar, Steve, you copied me. And Hannibal did too. Hannibal said they're gonna figure out and find out how many times it's happening, then that's how they're gonna deactivate you. I even spoke about that. That's why I said you don't know how many times each person is using it a day. One person can use it twice a day, which might mean they're in an area where they have to do it so they cannot catch up to them. Some might do it 5 times. Now, I said if someone is using that driver utility helper app and they're setting it for $20 orders and they get 5 of those in one day, that's $100 extra a week. Now, that's 28 extra 100 in a month. Now, all you got to do is minus that by 50, then by 20, then by 10. You can even do it on $1. Then you'll get your money there. When they said, well, how do you know how much money people are making? You have to bring up that point there. They can't prove it, because if they try to prove that, they're going to open up that they are using it. And then they're going to say, oh, no, when I use it, I made this much. You'll make them slip up, even because you're speaking the truth and the facts. You guys made major mistakes yesterday. That's why I put those videos up before. I put them up before the debate, so you guys can get some information on how to handle Pedro. And it's a shame that no one really did that. But this is why I am the news channel, the official news channel of the gig economy. That's what it said. Now, UDM, I got to say something about you, UDM here. UDM knew about the ditch, you know, because he ditched out on keeping it real a little bit. Always cherry pick is someone that said something first. Now, if you guys watch my interview with UDM, you will see how he says he talks to Cherry all day. They are boys. That's his business partner. Cherry says that he's UDM's manager. If Always Cherry Pick knows about the glitch and he spoke it out, and that's UDM's best friend, people, don't you think that UDM knew about the glitch and he may have been testing it out and using it also? I was just so mad that he did not even just own up to that, because even Pedro did this. I got to give him respect there. He said, I got the glitch, and in order for me to research it, I had to use it. I just wish UDM would have said that he used it and Cherry Pick is his boy, because Cherry Pick did leak it out and say something. So UDM, if you guys are like this, then you have to know what business partner and business manager or cahoots don't know about the something. There you go right there. Now, that's 2 more people right there that know about it. Now, if we are talking about the MLM structure, those 2 people will tell somebody else. Now, this is how it spreads like wildfire, and they keep it into their same group. Flex said on the live last night, what if the diamond program goes to where you are? He said, well, then they better fix the glitch. He just told you guys he's using the glitch. He also promotes the driver utility helper. So when I talk about these things and they have nothing to come back at that, that's because I just checked the box. That's how you know right there. That's another one. That's another one. All they kept asking you guys was, show me proof of who's doing this and doing that. That's why my video was on the other side saying there is no proof. You have to go ahead to figure it out, break it down, let people know how to use the app. Then you can put a dollar sign on it. And you still don't have proof because they are not going to show you and write down on a piece of paper like Pedro did. I used the glitch on this order. I got this much from it. Oh, let me write it down. They're not going to do that. That's like when bookies and people in jail running numbers get caught, and they get caught with all them little pieces of paper written up on how they do their thing. Most of them get rid of those, but they got to keep them for records somehow. But this is a record that no one is going to do. Okay. This is kind of like, money laundering. You're taking dirty money because you are still stealing it, and you're turning it into money in your pocket. Then you're putting it back into YouTube to go ahead and make your channels look good, make your videos look good. And that's how it is. Now, when Thomas, you were going over and talking about the law and everything, you should have came at it with that approach and make them have to defend that, to turn it into a debate over. Now everyone can hear what's going on. Now you can take what works for you and throw the rest of it out. That's how you go ahead and do that. Okay, that's how you go ahead and do that. UDM said, Thomas, I got messages and emails about my life and stuff. Well, UDM, when everyone found out I was not no tip, no trip at 50 subs, I got emails, death threats, people calling my phone, doing all type of stuff. I went through the exact same thing. That comes with the game. How I use one of Cherry Pick's tricks to get you to click my link live. When I had you on, when I had it on subscriber mode, I did that and got you up there, right? Because I knew it would work. Everyone said that I was bad. They were talking about me bad because I did that, but they were really mad that you actually clicked the link. People, that's how powerful HotFacts is. Welty, you got to know this stuff before you open your mouth. You also said this, Welty. Let me just break into you really quick before I mosey on down to you. You said, I saw a video and you said that Pedro is racist. I did not say that. There's a comment he made about black people being the worst tippers. I then have to go into how you should know your market and every ethnicity that is in the city. If you're Asian, the Asians will tip you more. If you are in Little Ethiopia, the Ethiopians will tip the Ethiopian driver more. If you are in Little India, the Indian person will tip the Indian driver more. If you are black people look out for black people more. White people look out for white people more. But that's how it works. You would have known that, Welty, if you would have paid attention, but you don't know. And while I'm on you right now, let me just, you know what? You told me that I'm racist, and you said that I'm not going to like your stuff because your channel, you speak about politics, religion, social issues. You said you speak on life. You said you are a white conservative Christian, right? I speak about all those things on my channel. We have more in common than what you think. I am a true indie. I'm not Republican or Democratic. I'm not independent party. I am a true indie, and I am more conservative than you actually think. I'm also a Christian. I also debate atheists, Muslims. I debate all those things. That's where my knowledge is. You also said something about Thomas Schubeck. You're talking about going to court and everything else like that. I am 3-0 in representing myself in court. I read books. I go to the self-help center in the court building, the law office. I ask the public defenders to help me while I'm in there to find my material so I can do my research, and I am 3-0 representing myself in court. This is why you guys got to understand HotFacts. Welty, just in case you know, and you have Mr. Flex on your live, Mr. Flex says we don't talk about religion, politics, race, gender, or any of that stuff on my channel. We don't do that. This is not a channel like that, but he was on your channel after you said that's what you do on yours. So he's a hypocrite. He said, no, I just don't like you, Reese. Well, he speaks about those things. So if all those things he speaks about, you have no interest in, why would you be over there? That's my thing to you, Flex. Welty, get your stuff right. You also said I didn't know you had 11,400 subs. Yeah, and they're going up every day. I just did 29,000 for the past 7 days. You told me short videos don't count, and they do. You said shorts are easy, and I said, well, how come your shorts don't have the views? You went in and said something. I looked at your lives. You don't get as many views on your lives as me. You just get, I guess, more views on your actual videos that you do. Well, Welty, you got to understand 3.5 million views here on YouTube in 16 months is pretty good. 11,400 subs is pretty good. You know, I have a video with 1.3 mil, another one with 762,000, and it goes on and on and on. I have over 400 videos or something that have 1,000 views or something like that. So you need to go ahead and check that out yourself. Welty, before you start speaking to me, you might learn something. And if you're available when I put up this link, please click it. Please click it. Now, UDM, I went through all that stuff, getting all that mail. I still get all that stuff from all you guys. And they try to spam and do it. Hannibal still goes up there and says some stuff and does all this stuff, but he watches everything I do. It makes no sense. Welty, you need to learn. And in that live, the reason why Hannibal did not get up there made no sense. And when you guys were talking to Pedro about views, and Pedro said, well, I get this many views and all this other stuff and everything else like that. You guys do realize he's demonetized from YouTube for stealing other people's content from TikTok. That's why Hannibal is too, and using it for himself. All those views and subs he got is just like if a team cheats in college football or basketball, they strip those titles away. All those views and all those subs don't count. So now you got to minus all that stuff from what he does every day. You guys didn't even debate that right. You got to be able to debate all this stuff right if you are going on. I told you guys that he's going to control his channel. He's going to hit mute when he has to, which he did. He's going to do all that. Everyone thought you were just going to get up there and say what you say. Once you are getting him going in one direction, he's going to stop you there. And during the thing, Thomas was saying something. I told my wife, I was like, look, he's going to stop Thomas, and Thomas ain't going to remember what he was going to say right there. And guess what happened? That happened. Thomas said, where was I at? I forgot where I was. And then he jumped to something else. It was going to be something that was going to actually be able to help him. Okay? Something to help. The guys that went on the Glitchgate last night, you guys had good intentions. You did some good things. I think the best thing that happened was when Torp was being Torp, you guys were able to see Torp still call Pedro a piece of shit, say you're a liar, say stop running around the bush and all that stuff. Torp was saying it, but you have to know how to say it like hot facts to present it in the right way. Pedro knew to bring Torp on because Torp is going to say it. The other two are not going to piggyback on. And once he saw that Uber Jeep AZ was like, I'm not going to be up there, he was like, all right, now it's easier for me. When Jeff Thomas Black was not up there, it was easier for him. It was easier for him. It was easier. Once Torp was out, it was easier to have. Now all you have is Thomas up there, right? Rideshare Hustler pretty much bowed out. So now the other people came in to get on you guys. Now, Welty, I got on you. You didn't know me, and you were just bashing me in the chats, and I guess that's why some people might have been putting you on timeout. All you were doing was bashing me, and you didn't even see my videos or nothing. Today on your live, you said, Hot Facts has a view and opinions on how he does his work. Yeah, let me give you a rundown. It's business first. I've been driving since the end of 2014, early 2015, like a month separates the two years there. I'm one of the original drivers. I've driven for just about every single app out there before the pandemic and everything. My acceptance rate has always been high. They pair me with the best customers. I want to make sure my business and my brand that I represent goes on me. The customers tip me. I get the most cash tips of anyone in all of the gig world. I show them nonstop. I got a whole playlist of them. $100 cash tip. All that other stuff. I got all that stuff going on there. I got all that stuff going on there. What's up, G? Yeah, I'm gonna go over there.
Okay.
Yep. Walmart. Man, trying to see if I'm gonna wait for my order right here. I'm not waiting for it here. I'm just in the shade. Okay, I'm just in the shade underneath this tree, and you gotta understand these things, man. Welty, you don't know about certain things, and you opened up your mouth before even knowing anything about what you were talking about. So go back, do some research first, and then come and get on Hot Facts. My business works like that. I am the person that interviews the drivers, the merchants, and the customers. I got merchants, drivers, and customers saying you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. They are all doing that. Welty. I'm the only person that has that. You know why Hannibal and Pedro and them don't have people saying, hey, can you say you're what? They don't have that because they do a bunch of bad things and things like this come out. I don't have that on my image. That's not what it is. What I do have is hot facts and how I go and get in that ass. I have that. And I don't care how I deliver my hot facts. I get them out. But I have no blemish on my name in the community or anything else that I do. I'm the only one that gets up there and does it like that. My partner, the DoorDash Revolution, does it like this. TFT does it like this. We got a bunch of people that do it like this. Your brand is your brand, and that's what you promote. Your acceptance rate matters all the way. You'll get the numbers that you want to get. UDM said he has to have Top Dasher to get the orders that he needs and the numbers. He proved it right there for you. Once you get there, you're able to get those numbers. So it matters. Thomas is talking about some other things. Thomas is talking about some other things, okay? Thomas is talking about, once they're at 100%, okay? Thomas says that once they are at 100%, these people are using the glitch to stay at 100%. Okay? That's what the debate should have went into there. But you got on there, start calling them names and all this other stuff, but you didn't know anything either. You just tried to make yourself look good. 30,000, call me Mr. Five Figures and all this other stuff. No, you said your name is Welty and you know nothing about what's going on. And you just got up there to talk. Okay, you got to learn. Now, Pedro said you got to learn how to be with the big dogs. People, I am a big dog. That's why Hot Facts kicks it into high gear, all the time. I am one of the big dogs. Okay, one of the big dogs that can back it up and prove it. Okay, Dasher Binge is one of the biggest hypocrites. Dasher Binge was up inside that thing. Dasher Binge was saying, well, the glitch is fraud. But when he got up there, he refused to say that. He was in the chat saying that Hot Facts is trash and all this stuff. But he was a groupie on my channel and I interviewed him. All right. So I don't know how much of what he says you can believe. He got up there and was talking some crap. All right. Now, Real Talk with Roy got up there. He showed his face, right? I guess he wasn't worried about his job. Case closed on him. Okay. Case closed on him. Real Talk with Roy got up there and he was not afraid of his job. He used all this bad language. He used everything else himself. And he went up there and said, well, what do you got to say? Well, everything Hot Facts is saying right now, and there is no debate to what I'm saying, Roy. Went ahead and checked all those boxes there. Then you went back up there to apologize. And I thought that was hilarious. But you went up there and said all of that stuff. Okay. And said all of that stuff. You said I was lying about things. I put things up about you and showed you that you actually speak about other topics that Flex don't like. And you do it all the time. So I just want you to know that. Real Talk with Roy. Okay? I want you to know that. Dasher Binge, you shouldn't have been up there when you came on my show. You pretty much agreed with the lot, except for what did not work for you. And you would appear. When you found out I was not on the no trip side, that's when you had an issue. I'm used to dealing with that. But you guys got to understand this. I am the official news channel of the gig economy. So it doesn't matter what you guys like, what you guys want to say. I give the news from both sides of the spectrum. And I'm the only person that breaks it fully down to a way where you can understand it. There's so many people that walked away from that live not knowing anything. And once you hear me speak right now I tie it in all together. I broke it down for you right here. That is what I do. If you guys don't like that, then I do not know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you. All right. I do not know. Now, what I am going to do is this. All right. I'm going to put this link up. Okay. I'm going to put this link up. And when I put this link up, all right, I want this to be about Glitchgate and the things that I just spoke about and how I broke it down. I want anybody out there, any of those big content creators who say they are the big content creators, I want all of them, if they can click the link, I want them to click the link and ask me the same questions that you guys were asking them, but you won't be able to simply because I just debunked the whole thing right now. Okay, just debunk the whole thing. Look at these people not moving their carts. Look at these people not moving their carts out the way. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just do it like this. Bam. I'm just going to do it just like that. I don't care. He said Roy had his uniform on your live. You can take off your hat and show your face, right? Throw that out the window. Throw that out the window. Please, throw that out the window. Let me do this. Let me hit this button. Let me hit this button. All right, now. Let me hit it. You need a Kleenex. Copy. It says copied. Let me hit this. Kleenex. Tropical weather, people. We just had that storm. And by the way, my videos that I put up about the hurricane, they have some great views. And Welty, here's what you got to understand. Someone said in your wrong, see, we had that weather. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let's do this. We had that hurricane, people, and our weather, we got stuff that's jacked up here still. So bear with me. Let me see. Post a comment. Let's do this. Where is it? Paste. StreamYard. There it is. Putting this thing up. There it is. Should be going up any second now. Bam. There it is there. Hmm. I'm trying to fix this thing. I think my phone is trying to connect to the Wi-Fi here on Walmart. Let me see. I can do doing that. It's making it glitch. Let me see. All right, let me see. I think it's making it glitchy like that. All right, link up there. The link is up there. If anybody had anything to say about any of the other stuff, if anybody had anything to say about any of the other stuff, the link is right there. Okay. I broke down some serious stuff right here. Uh and I wish it would have went better. I wish it would have went better. I wish the guys that I put the videos out for who appeared on there would have used the information that I was putting out there because it would have helped them out. Right there, Hustler did a couple times. Thomas Schubeck told me when I told him about the receipts, I said there's no way to show those things, and Thomas said, well, we can get and see if we get their data from DoorDash. No one's gonna turn themselves in to say, look, so that you guys can see if I'm cheating or not. That's not gonna happen. You have to do that. That's why I said there is no proof to do that. And if someone is doing that, you would have to know, you know, the person's phone number, their name. You would have to be spamming DoorDash saying that this person is a fraud. That's when you would turn into the whistleblower, and it will go like that. Now, what you are doing, Thomas, I would say, when Pedro said, well, who's doing it wrong, or who's wrong, me or you? You let them know that you are using it for to let everyone know what it is, to let DoorDash know and everything else like that. That's why you are using it. I understand that you